Kenny Davis Jr. He had to turn his life around. Dre, we had a conversation with his dad, Kenneth Sr., who is an athlete himself, a power lifter, weightlifter. Guy still puts up over 500, bench still over 500 pounds. And he said, listen, my son was running with the wrong crowd, doing drugs, drinking, you name it, he was doing it. He said, summer of 2017, I thought I was going to lose him.
Yeah, that was kind of hard to listen to, just seeing the pain in his father's eyes. And, you know, it's a tough thing when your kids get older and, you know, you're seeing them go through what Davis Jr. went through, and his dad is telling him all the right stuff, and he's just not listening. Plus, he's kind of wasting his talent. He's back here tonight. He's turned his life around. He had a child. You hope that he hasn't wasted too much time. I want to see what he does tonight.
He is a proud father, and Kenny Davis III is 7 months old.
Go. Stay on the jab. Stay in poise, stay on the jab.
That's the scary thing, Tess, is sometimes when you're young, you feel invincible. You feel young and invincible, and you think that time is going to stand still while you go through the ups and downs of, you know, being a young man, and time waits for no man. So I'm glad he's here tonight. He's still young. He's got to start racking up victories and improve that record if he's going to get some attention.
Comes in, doubles up the left hand, sends a left hook to the body there, does Davis Jr. Eduardo Sanchez is a 2-year pro. His last fight was back in October of 2019. He won a 4-rounder in Bakersfield, California. He was born in Mexico. He came to the U.S. briefly as a toddler, then went back to Mexico until he was 8 years old before his family made it back to the U.S. and his parents worked in the fields until he was 11 years old.
So to be honest with you, both these guys are counterpunchers at heart. And the one that's going to come forward and kind of press the issue is going to have the advantage here. You can see Davis like to control distance. He's using his jab and movement to set up his attack. And Sanchez, you see him how cautious he is right now with his approach.
Working a jab.
Left hook right hand. Come on, man. There you go.
Big looping right hand as Sanchez came forward here. Good action to close out round number 1 to start our night. Front center, Eduardo Sanchez and Kenny Davis Jr. Timmy, in that first round, Davis Jr. had 17 power punches and did a really nice job doubling up that left hand.
Yeah, this is how you want to bring your guy hands at home. He brought his hands on the block, and what he do? Leave his body exposed. Davis came around with that shot. Beautiful punch. And then Davis steps back with a nice counter left hook, but then he throws the uppercut from a little bit too far away and gets clipped with the left hook himself. Good exchange by both men today.
It was. The last 15 seconds of that first round were exciting. Want to show you those power punch numbers that I referenced, as Kenny Davis Jr. was 17 of 38, landing 45% of his power punches.
Working that jab, Kenny.
Sanchez now letting his hands go.
And that's what Sanchez needs to do. You know, if Davis is sitting there, Davis Jr. is sitting there just doing nothing, let your hands go. Keep working those hands, and that's how you're going to win. That's how you're going to win rounds.
Now he leads with a right hand and then goes with a left uppercut that split the guard. So more aggression from Eduardo Sanchez here in round number 2. Left uppercut again.
Sanchez just found the key, ladies and gentlemen. He just found the key. He made the right adjustment. Now he's letting his hands go, and that's why he's having success.
And you could hear his trainer, Jason Glaspie, say finish downstairs when he threw that first good combination. That time he did, placing the left hand to the body of Kenny Davis Jr. Right hand up top after the left. Right hand to the body from Sanchez.
See, Tess, that's what you got to do. You have to do that against counterpunchers. Either you got to get really busy or use your feints, make them throw, make them miss, and then make them pay. But if you get real busy, then what you do is you make them keep their hands at home. And that's exactly what Davis is doing right
Don't
now.
even let him hit your glove.
Very impressive work rate by Eduardo Sanchez here in round number 2.
Come on, Eddie, turn it up. There you go.
Another right hand to the body as Davis comes back and lands a right hand himself and then sweeps to the belt line.
Go get it.
More shots. Over. Over. There. Come on, not just one. Stay on him, Eddie. There you go. And keep touching that body. There you go. Keep touching that body. Hands up.
See, Sanchez can't miss. You see the upper body of Davis. There's no bend. There's no flex at the waist. There's no bobbing or weaving. So easy. It's target practice right here.
Impressive round for Eduardo Sanchez. Eduardo Sanchez had found the key that he solved the puzzle. Did he ever? He was impressive in that second round. Let's take us through it.
Man, like you be doing.
Yeah, check out these combinations he lands right here. When you have somebody sitting directly in front of you, putting those earmuffs on, I call that Olympic-style defense. You split the guard with the uppercut, and that's what Sanchez does here. And then he comes around the guard. All these punches are excellent placed, well-placed shots by Sanchez.
And I want to show you the CompuBox numbers from the second round because about halfway through that round, you could just tell the work rate was spiking from Sanchez. He threw 130 punches in the round. 130, landed 43. 43 of 130 in that second round for Eduardo Sanchez.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that Davis has the ponytail braided in the back. Anything he gets grazed with looks like he got hit with a big shot. The judges are watching that. That's going to affect how they score this fight.
And Bernardo, it didn't sound like Kenneth Davis Sr. was too happy when his son returned to the corner.
No, I asked him if he was tired. He said, look, he's okay, but he's got to get on that jab and he's got to start working the body here.
Goes to the body there with a right hand, and Sanchez comes immediately back, returning fire.
Don't push, don't push.
Sanchez is in a nice groove right now. Even when Davis tries to mount some offense, Sanchez answers him right back and lets him know that's not going to happen right now. I'm in control of this fight.
There you go. Back to work. 1, 2. You got the roll and come back.
Go, Kenny.
Watch the shoulder.
There you go. Take the step.
It almost seems like Davis Jr. is just looking for one shot. He thinks he's going to land a hard right hand and end the night. That's what he's waiting on.
Come on, man.
There's a long right hand from Sanchez.
Kenny.
Joe Davis is getting hit with those flush shots because his feet are in quicksand. He stands still. He'll move his upper body. He'll move his upper torso, but his feet are right there. So anytime Eduardo Sanchez unloads, he's right in range to get hit.
Robert Hoyle using the timeout to clean off the mouthpiece.
Okay, let's go. Time in.
Come on.
Came out with that jab
Don't
from
give him
Sanchez.
nothing. Come on, don't give him nothing.
Not biting down on that mouthpiece is
There
the
you go.
quickest way to get a concussion, ladies and gentlemen. You got to bite down on your mouthpiece.
Come back.
It's what it's there for.
Go,
Look at the
Kenny.
feet of Davis. He's just standing still.
Body.
He has his guard up, Tim, like you said. He'll move his head. He'll fire every now and again. Body shot.
Body shot scores the knockdown, and did he punch him while he was down?
6,
Sanchez, is he going to beat this
7.
count?
8, 9.
That's all it takes.
Come to me. Get over there.
Back on.
Let's see what type of training he's been in, Tess. We're going to see how he responds.
Opener here between Sanchez and Davis. I mean, Sanchez was going about his business much like the second round in that third round. He threw 106 punches. He landed 20, and then right at the end, all it took was one shot from Davis, the liver shot. He's going right back to it, targeting that body here in the fourth round. Stepping to Sanchez, goes back to that liver with the left hand.
Keep rubbing the body, Junior.
There you go.
Stay on that body.
Yeah, that body shot from Davis bailed him out, at least for the moment. I was in the process of just talking about Davis and how his feet are in place, and that's why he's getting hit with so many shots. But that left hook to the body has Sanchez reeling right now. You see him protecting that side with his right elbow. He doesn't want to get hit there again.
Two-punch combination, goes back to the uppercut.
More. Let him go. Let your shot
Watch your
go.
shoulder.
You gotta
Stop.
let your shot
Stop.
go.
There you go.
Hey, Junior, right back on the body. Right back on the body.
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 And now it's Sanchez who goes to the body.
There you go.
Yeah, but you see earlier in this fight about a round ago, you saw Davis. You saw how lethargic he looked. He looked tired. And then he got the knockdown. And then you see all this burst of energy. You know, it's so funny, man. Boxing is so psychological. You guys have no idea how it is. But you're seeing it right here. You're seeing how it fuels Davis. And now Davis looks like a live dog in there because of the knockdown.
Back and forth they go, center of the ring. Well-matched bout here to open up this Thursday night of Top Rank Boxing.
You see Davis trying to go back down to the body, but Sanchez is making it very hard to get that liver shot again. So what you have to do is go away from the body, throw a couple shots to the other side of the body, throw some shots to the head, and when you least expect it, unload right back down where you hurt him in the first place.
Davis trying to shake off a couple of those head shots.
The hardest thing to do for a fighter is to hit an opponent who's protecting a particular area or he's fighting to survive. That's what Sanchez is doing right now.
Sanchez, and on the break that time, a punch was thrown with the mouthpiece out.
I know, you got to keep that down, okay? Okay? Okay, 1 point, mouthpiece. 1 point, mouthpiece.
Point deduction
1 point, mouthpiece.
for the second time that the mouthpiece has come out.
Better fucking get that point back.
He got hit. Mouthpiece flew out, not biting down on that mouthpiece.
Comes out 2 times in a 4-round fight. So he's got a 10-8 round with a knockdown, but now he's got a point deduction here in the 4th and final round. And Sanchez is stepping on the gas a little bit. Good stuff here between these two.
Let's go, Junior. 30 seconds.
Let him go.
10 seconds.
Let him go.
Let's see how they take it home. Wide swinging miss that time from Davis. Sanchez comes back with a right hand. Came up